Good morning, people. It's Wednesday today. I had to turn my video off last time because it started pissing down with rain. And, it was alright for a while, but then the camera started slipping, started worrying about electrics. So I had to cut it short once again. So this will be the third time. But you know what they say, it just gets better every time, doesn't it? And on Monday, we had shitty weather and we had no sunrise. Whereas this time we get a nice sunrise. Today, starting with Dub Side of the Moon, Easy Star All Stars, Dark Side of the Moon cover. Yeah, as I always say, just getting used to talking to the camera and being with the camera. Yeah, just so we got some reference. What is the date? The date is the 29th of November. Oh, 2023. Get this. I spent a lot of 2023 believing it was 2026. How do you get something so wrong? And I've thought about it for ages. Crazy. Yeah, at least we got a lovely sunrise today, eh? I was ill last time as well. When I got to work, I puked my ringer up. Don't get me wrong, I was straight on with work, as you do. This 6-mile jog for me isn't the workout. This is the warm-up to the workout. I'm gonna get to that job, start smashing out tyres all day, jacking up cars all day. I ain't taking no breaks. And then by the time you look up, it's done. Balance on the biggest wave, race towards an early grave. Yeah, I don't know if I do this fast, slow, okay time. So I'll let you hear the paces on my speaker. You guys can tell me. I don't go too mad because I have to pace myself because I'm going to work. Don't want to blow myself out and then have to sit down for an hour. If anyone said that running gets rid of weight, it don't seem to for me. It just seems to tone me up a bit. But my weight stays the same. So I don't know if it's beneficial for people to lose weight. But let's face it, the cardio game is the most important. There always anyone can fight through body pain. Emotional pain's quite hard, but when you can't breathe, you stop everything. So cardio is king. My cardio, for someone who smoked a lot of bongs, not too bad. There's a lot of other peculiar substances that have been in my lungs. I personally, out of everything I've done, I reckon building site dust, which I was virtually born on a building site, is the worst, followed by mechanical clutch, brake and wheel dust, which I work with every day. So it's probably the lungs that are gonna kill me. But not today, they ain't. Today, I'm running. And a year. Yeah, check out my watch face today. I'm loving this one. It's almost Royal Oak in its octagonalness. It's got Rolex Daytona 3 dials in the middle, but you also still get your smartwatch features. Thank you. And analog and digital. So I'll put the name of it in text on the video.
45 seconds. Lap pace 12 minutes, 28 seconds. Total
I think we'll do that often.
2 miles.
Wrist check.
Rate
Yeah.
161.
Wrist check. Music check. This album, I don't know if it's commercially available. Story of the day. I go to this, well, I end up partying with this guy at a party. And we start talking about mushrooms. And he's like, I know where we can pick some mushrooms. So, guess what we do that night? We go picking mushrooms. I get back to this, eating his mushrooms. He's got no TV, only a stereo. We get fucking out of our faces and listen to this album. Don't know the guy's name. I know roughly where he lives. But then after that, I talked to Terry Gilmore. Big up Terry Gilmore. And say, you ever heard this Easy Star All Stars? And he's like, yeah. I went to see him on concert. I was like, why? He's like, yeah, I won tickets off the radio to go and see this band. So he was well buzzing, and he got to meet them as well. Right there, boss. And yeah, it turned out they were right arseholes to it. I don't know if that's normal. They might have had a bad day that day or something. But yeah, puts a bit of a downer on it, doesn't it? But still, they do Dark Side of the Moon cover, Radiohead cover, quite a few others. Oh, the Beatles. Don't really like the Beatles. Sgt. Pepper album. Yeah, turn it into reggae. It's not bad. And out. It's empty here, but there's a... Yeah, don't know if you noticed, but I do talk. I am real with you. I do take the occasional substance, but I kind of look at things like I work hard, I play hard. I'm not too concerned about my life expectancy, and I'd rather have fun. I love my training, but then there's been times where I've been obsessed with training, and that's not healthy. And then there's a time that I've been obsessed with partying, and that's not healthy. But now, I like to think I have a nice healthy balance on things. Tune in 10 years, see if I'm still alive and shit. But, yeah, I don't take the piss, you know. If I earn my vice. I make sure I headbutt that horizon every morning, and I earn my vice. This is coming up to 40 Hall now. 40 Hall's on the left. We'll have a jog through 40 Hall one day. There's a few ways I can go to work, and sometimes I've got to work jogging, sometimes I'll ride a bike. I prefer to jog, so what I do is sometimes I'll leave my bike at work and Maya will pick me up. That's Neo's girlfriend, and that means I get to jogging in the morning. So yeah, we are at Clay Hill. We're going across. There we go. Bike lanes. Can I have a conversation about bike lanes? I'm going to have it further down, so that there's an analogy, so that I can point out the problem. But while we're jogging and we got fuck all to talk about, why not? Now, if I was on my bike and I'm on this pavement, I ride nice. I ride no faster than a mobility scooter. If there's no one around, then I'll ride. But my rule of thumb is, if it's safer on the road, get on the road. If it's safer on the pavement, get on the pavement. You've only got one life, and then cars fucking hurt. So I don't care what the car owner thinks, and I don't care what the pedestrian thinks. And 90% of the time, me included, like I've got my speaker playing now so that I can hear around me. And I do that while I ride my bike too, so people can hear me coming. But they still won't hear you coming because they got their headphones on full blast, and they won't see you coming because they're looking at their phone. And then when they bump into you, they'll blame you. Now, touch wood, if I find a bit, there you go. I have never crashed into anyone, and I have never actually been knocked off my bike by a car. I've been bullied off the road maybe a little bit, and may have clipped a curb and come off a couple of times, but that's the rule. So yeah, I've never hurt no one, never been hurt the way I ride. Always ridden like that, 42 years. I've had police go past me, they don't give a shit. 90% of the time, it's the old people. No offence, they got nothing else to moan about. So they'll moan. Don't hit them. I like to say, your negativity isn't going to affect my day. and I just carry on.
Heart rate
So,
167.
but if you're not meant to be on the curb, how comes when I get to a traffic light, right next to the pedestrian crossing, picture of a bike crossing? And then as we come up here, you'll notice they've narrowed the road, which the road was always getting blocked anyway. Now they've narrowed it even more about 2 months ago. And their excuse is for bikes to mount and dismount the pavement. Big picture of a bike on a pavement. Now, ever since then, come down this road in the morning or work leaving time, you're here for a half hour at least. And now they've narrowed the road even more. So it's even worse for the bike lane that you're not meant to go on the curb for. So if the law can be that fucked up, do what you can and do it safely. Alright? The reason you end up in trouble is you always get that one dickhead that wants to fuck it up for you. You know? Have the one doing 20 mile an hour on a pavement, or the one doing wheelies in the fucking road. So I was on the deadly Facebook yesterday. I try not to go on it, it's poison, but like a drug, you go back. I understand how many people were so amazingly hooked to it because I make a point of not going on it. And yet, I'm still going to click that button once a day. Check on my mail, check on my notifications. But then now you've clicked the button. So you are going to have a 10-minute scroll down while you're taking a shit. So, even me trying not to be on it, it's there. But yeah, one post, petition, stop disposable vapes. Now, in my profession, this car's tyre, brand new, about 200 quid. Now the people sit in their car and smoke their vape, and then throw it into the curb. Then the first car runs that over, it makes the flat tube sharp. The second car that goes over punches the tyre, nice bore hole, irreplaceable. So yeah, the fact that I don't like the fact that they're disposable batteries, disposable plastic, disposable metals. These things shouldn't happen. Why don't you just have a vape that you can fill up? I would say that because I got a vape that I fill up, so I got to be a bit biased there. I hold my hands up. But far cheaper, much better hit, much less waste, much less harm on the environment, and in the words of SNL and Rob Snyder, you can put your weed in it, man. So yeah, go to the big vape. But in the same respect, I ain't going to impose my opinion on someone else. What kind of right have I got to tell someone else what they can and can't do? I don't like people telling me that I can't smoke my puff while they're drinking their beer. So I ain't going to be a hypocrite and sign the one that says ban vapes, you know? But the one that did say don't ban vapes, I did write, well, if you don't play like responsible adults, then they will take your toys away. And I understand that too. Goes the same with the nitro boys. You want to do nitros, knock yourself out, mate. Literally, knock yourself out. But do it in your own ass. Don't leave your shit on the fucking floor. Same with the puffers. There's no need to advertise the fact that you puff. Alright? The real puffer is like a cigarette. You don't talk about it, you don't have to say nothing about it. It's just something you do, like drink a Coke. You know? It might come up in conversation occasionally, but it's not the be all and end all. And it shouldn't fucking like take your whole life over. You know? To catch up with the sun that is sinking, racing around. Sun is the same in a relative way, but you're older. Oh, I seem to be pissing this today. Normally, I'm looking forward to this little break at this bridge, but don't seem to be bothering me today. Don't get me wrong, whenever I get here, this is my victory. I'll have a little vape while I cross the road. Reason being is, heart rate's going, breathing heavy, so you get the hit very quick and very powerful, and then you're nice and buzzed for the rest of the run. So why run and make it hard work when you can run and make it happy? So here we go. Let me just put you down for a second. When I can. Up that one, didn't I? Most of them I get. I can't believe they put one on their face there. Across this road here. It's a whole lane, by the way. It's that side and this side. So I gotta admit, this bit of the route is not the most pretty, but it is still home. And it's just a bit I can waffle bollocks instead of point at things as we go past them. So yeah, another jog. I'll go past the Enfield poltergeist. Another jog will go past the tan. Tell you about the tan. You know, maybe go Wolverhampton Abbey once. We'll see what we do. But yeah, boy. time to hit the jungle button. How does my battery do? There we go. Hey Google, play Jungle Mania in Samsung Music.
Sorted. Asking Samsung Music to play Jungle Mania.
Sunday, one day some of the kids in the neighborhood carried my mother's groceries all the way home. You know why?
There we go. And we're back. What's nice nowadays is I've jogged for so long that I know that when I stop to have a vape, it's because I stopped to have a vape, not because I'm tired. Whereas before, when you first start jogging, your body will lie to you all the time. I think it's a case of you have to learn not to listen to your body. It's a bit dangerous, I'll give it that. Because like, for instance, last jog, the whole time I thought, oh, I'm not feeling this, like, dodgy feeling in my diaphragm. But I'm like, yeah, that's just your body telling you to stop. So I keep going. When I get to work, I puke up hard. Now maybe, if when I felt that way, I stopped for 5 minutes, I would have puked up and enjoyed the rest of my jog. But I think it's the same thing that, like, your lungs will tell you, stop, I can't do this. And you're like, nope. And they're like, serious? If you don't stop, I'm gonna collapse. And you say, no. And then your lungs kind of go, well, he ain't fucking listening to us, we better do as we're told. And then, same thing with your heart. You start jogging, your heart's like, ba 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 ba. You start like, almost like a state of panic. When you throw someone in water, they push their legs too hard, swim too hard, breathe too hard. When you say, just relax, chill. There you go. Now you're okay. And it kind of does the same thing when you jog. You go, no, I can't take it, I'm going to stop. No, if you don't stop, I'm going to die. Can't breathe, please stop. And then after, for me, it's about 2 miles. It goes, well, he ain't fucking stopping, is he? Might as well stick him on autopilot. And then, as you can tell, it's almost like I'm riding my bike or I'm driving my car. My head's on top of my body. My body's just doing what it's doing. And I'm just along for the ride. It's really nice. I think that's the addictive bit. Yeah. Again, I still can't tell you if it's good for you. Because while I'm doing this, I might be helping out my heart. I might be increasing my lung capacity. But I'm fucking these knees up. I am a murderer. Traffic's a murderer. Man, if you weren't about in the 90s, jungle. If you got Spotify or YouTube, you've never heard of this type of music, Google Jungle Mania or just Jungle Playlist. Sit back and enjoy 10 years. Strange thing here. Oh, could be a bit controversial this, but it's just a thought. And those who know me know I'm far from racist. That's all I'm going to say on that one. I ain't going to try and shoulder it or anything like that. I know I'm not racist, so anyone that says I am, fuck you, alright, whatever. But back in the 90s, the word half-caste, for me, it was a beautiful thing. You were the hybrids. You know, like the Prius, you get the electric and the engine. You got the black side and the white side. You get both sides. I thought that was the most beautiful thing in the world. You know? I thought, being from Tottenham and Hackney anyway, didn't really see that much racism. But while I'm there, I see my half-caste friends and I'm truly thinking, wow, this is the end of racism. We have got the new hybrid species. No one cares anymore. This is beautiful. And then somehow racism came back real quick. Don't know how that happened. But yeah, I always use the word half-caste as a term of endearment, and now I have to refrain from saying it. So if I do ever use the word half-caste, know that I mean it in an amazingly beautiful way. I think it's amazing when you see different ethnicities mashing together. That's a beautiful thing. Fuck religion, though. This is usually the bit where it goes peak tongue for me. Starts raining, or my battery runs out, or something. But here we go. Just got to cross Hartford Road. Watch this.
Lap 4, 8 minutes 50 seconds. Lap pace 14 minutes 12 seconds.
I've always wondered
Total 32
what that
minutes,
is.
53 seconds.
I can assume
2.48
back in the day there might have been a club here or something, and that's where the entrance was situated. Or that is the most bit of random art I've ever fucking seen. Head biting the horizon now. Love to watch that sun come up. Just so you know, if any of you see my jogging route, fancy joining me, come. Maybe I'll get away with stop talking to just the camera. Have a talk with someone else. That'd be nice. Not only that, I know it sounds weird, but it's alright jogging by yourself. It's like you're your own coach, you know? Whereas when you jog with someone else, they go a little bit faster than you, you're like, oh, better push myself here. It does help. I know it sounds weird. It's so easy to let yourself down. But when there's someone next to you, it almost gives you that go. I think that's why people go to the gym. But after a little while, like I've been doing this like 20 years, you wouldn't know it, because I eat shit. But I love to train. So yeah, I've realised that people come and go in your training. They're never all the same people. And then 90% of the time, well, you get the people at New Year's, I'm going to train. And then you get the people, well, I want the summer bod. But then they fade off. They might come back. Oh look, they're roofing Albany School. Big up, everyone went to Albany School. My missus, Sam, Kurt, Tasha. They all went to the school. Oceans Academy now though. It's just in front of Durrance Park. I usually get to Durrance Park when something goes wrong. But yeah. feeling amazing today. I ain't out of breath at all. Still talking to the camera. Sing along to the music. Trying to get used to just saying all my thoughts out loud. Because jogging to me, I don't know if I said it earlier, but it's like therapy. You get to think all them thoughts out. You gotta get out of your head. Even the littlest things that you might have disturbed you slightly yesterday. It's the sort of thing that kind of affects your dream. When you start jogging, you can put your mind somewhere else. And somehow it alleviates all problems. And when it alleviates the problems and you're not thinking about them, you get the answer, which is weird. But yeah, endurance park. I see a lot of people do a little use this fitness stuff. None of it's really effective. They're just wasting time, really. But I'd like to train a little kung fu here. Again, kung fu, 90% of the time you need a partner. It's a bit hard to get partners. But if anyone fancies meeting me here, let me know. And we can train. Be nice. Morning, boss. Always spread the positivity in the morning. Here we go. So when I first came in, this place, it's a den of cunts. And it was a park, but it was virtually derelict. Whereas now, beautiful playing fields. You always get a lovely little community here. You get the elderly Greeks and Turkish ladies doing their morning walk. Beautiful ladies. See, they've got a community. 3 or 4 people get together, go and do their little exercise. I'd like that myself, but it seems to be very hard to get people that want to exercise in Enfield. And I don't mean it badly, people. Some of you want to look like you exercise. Some of you want to take the picture for Facebook. I always notice these pictures. The hair's immaculate. The clothes are all designer. There's not a drip of sweat on them. You know? It's all for the gram. They're going to the gym because of a popularity contest. If you want to train, come out and get grimy. Embrace the grind. Get dirty. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but these trousers and these bottoms, I'm going to work in them when I get to work. I am going to change the top in the t-shirt, dry off, spray myself. I ain't washed, fuck Sean Strickland style, yeah? We're old school. Fucking do the job, get in there, get sweaty. I like to think that I am very fun and games and light-hearted person. And when I train with the right people, I am like that as well. But if I am training and you're not taking it serious, then I will end up being pretty serious. Once we're doing it and we're doing it
7
right,
minutes, 39
we can
seconds.
talk, we can laugh, we can
Lap
joke.
pace 12 minutes, 18 seconds.
Nothing funnier
Total 40 minutes, 33 seconds.
than grabbing an armbar
3.1
and
miles.
farting in someone's
Heart
shoulder
rate
by accident.
130.
Yeah, that little beep that you just heard means that I've already done the daily amount of steps an average person would do a day, and it's 7:30 in the morning. So yeah, you're already ahead of everyone else by a day. You get up and do this. Get to my favourite bit now. Come again, friggin' round style now. I love this bit of water. Like I said, back in the day, couldn't even see this bit of water. It was just covered in shit and everything. This is my favourite morning spot. Let me get my vape out. This is where I am not a spiritual person, but this bridge does something for me. That's Enfield lock station down there. Used to be Ordnance Station, because everyone from London used to come to work the ordnance in the Royal Small Arms, or Wolverham Abbey, where you got the Royal Gunpowder Mill. Here is my favourite view. Dun, 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 dun. And we turn around. Wouldn't it be beautiful if that lamp was still open, still lit? I love the industrial bit. We're going more that way. But yeah, it's my favourite bit. It's a bit slippery, so I'm going to take it easy. My favourite little bridge here. Jules Guides. Don't know if you know he's got a book out. I'd get it. But just for the Jules Guides points, we have a stench pipe just there. There you go. There's my Jules Guides points. Wow, it's really slippery here. I almost fell over again. Right, gonna get to the second lamppost and we're gonna carry on. Here we go. It's a shame they couldn't reopen it, because you couldn't get over that road there, would you? Even on the boat. Okay, people. Right, it's time to head back to the horizon again. Just need a cough. Or burp. One or the other. Yeah, burp. Right. Ah. Yeah. The other thing I like to do while I'm jogging is, for some reason, everyone's more friendly to the jogger. You can wave at everyone. Everyone waves back. Oh yeah, cyclists. So now I'm here. Am I allowed on this path? Even though it's not on the main road? No one fucking knows. You know?
Would you mind saying that again?
Even when you've got a dedicated cycle lane, people will stand in it waiting for a bus all the time. They're watching you come towards them. They don't move. It's amazing. Don't know how that works. But then 90% of the time, like I said, they're not facing you. They've got their headphones in and their eyes are looking at their phone anyway. But then also, they don't want you on their curb. But then you go in the road and the drivers don't want you in their road. You get some ignorant. I got beeped up once and that. The woman was like, you shouldn't even be in the road. You ain't even got insurance. You know? I ain't gonna sit there and argue the law with a girl. But obviously, that's how ignorant drivers are. And then, them drivers, they don't see your bike lane as a bike lane. That bike lane is just convenient parking. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a pedestrian. I'm a jogger. I'm a biker. And I drive a car. But everyone's got to work out that this bike law is stupid. When the bike law came in, that everyone had to be on the road. You're talking the time when there was more push bikes than cars. Alright? Now, the car population has gone skyrocketed through the roof and you've choked the biker off the road. So, let them go where they gotta go. Alright? And if you're not allowed to ride on a pavement, you really want your son or daughter at 10 or 11, or your niece or your nephew at 10 or 11, or your grandson or your granddaughter at 10 or 11, in this road that you're looking at right now, you've got to be on drugs. So yeah, what's your opinion on bike law? I like to get these bureaucracy things off my mind. Said I was talking about porch piracy. Now, the first wrong in porch piracy is they shouldn't be leaving your goods on your door. You didn't deliver it. If you didn't deliver it, you didn't get it. No offence. If you left it on my door back in the day, I'd take it in and tell you I didn't get it, so that I get another one, because you didn't deliver it to me. So whether I do it because you didn't deliver it to me, or whether someone comes past and picks it up because you're doing wrong, it's still the parcel's problem, not the porch pirate. If anything, I'm surprised someone ain't started a business employing people to pick up unanswered for parcels, because that's an opportunity. I'm not saying that you should take the parcel, but what I'm saying is the problem shouldn't be there in the first place. Don't get me wrong, if you live in a posh area, big fucking gated house or something, maybe you can leave your parcel on your door. But if you live in a block of flats or Enfield Island Village, and you think that parcel's gonna be there when you get to the door, you're fucking mad. Anyway, Enfield Island Village, here we come. I'm gonna say it 10,000 times as I jog past, because one's gonna be better than the other, and they're the ones I'll use in cuts and things. But this is lock 13. That was the operational shot.
Lap 6.
This is the lock.
9 minutes 40 seconds. Lap pace 15 minutes 33 seconds.
Jules guide points here.
Total 50 minutes
Parish
14
boundary
seconds.
marker. Just here.
3.72 miles.
I don't know what the parish
Rate
boundary is,
181.
but it's there. I love this house here. There's 2 bikes parked outside this house all the time, like bikers' bikes. So in my mind, I've kind of made a whole kind of comedy series about a biker group that lives on the lock. Right. This is the old police station on the right, patent office in front of you. Right. Now, barrel foundry in front of you where that white Mercedes is, that Land Rover. This here, James Lee Square. Wanted to explain James Lee last time, but I couldn't. Back in the day, guns didn't have interchangeable parts. By that I mean, if your trigger breaks, you couldn't grab one from another gun and stick it in, it just wouldn't work. It had to be handmade. So, the Springfield Armory in America make the first interchangeable rifle. And they cheat, really. They show the English, they put 5 rifles down and they interchange them. Really, they was conning a little bit anyway, because it was only these 5 that they could actually use. They hadn't got it working down to a science yet. But the English are like, yeah, we'll have 100,000 of them. So then they say, but you've got to fulfill the order by whatever time, otherwise we sue you. So they're like, yes, we've got the bloody contract. And then everything goes wrong. Like, there's a monsoon. So like, the trees that they cut the stalks out of are fucked. The metal shortage, the ship sinks maybe, everything goes wrong. So the Springfield Armory has to submit all their factory tooling to the English government. And that's where you end up with the Lee Enfield Royal Small Arms. And they convert the Springfield 308. James Lee comes past and changes it from a muzzle loader to a breech loader, which means you can load it from the back, and it has a magazine system, so it's a repeater as well. So that's where you get the Lee in the Lee Enfield rifle. Now coming up here is I think it is enough. Here we go, Nick. Here we have Blanchard Grove. Well, go on, what are you saying, man? You good? What? Yeah, sister. Say hello. You want to tell him I'm on my way, yeah? Alright, man, I'll catch you soon. So, yeah. So this whole Enfield Island village is based off the Royal Small Arms. As I was saying, this road here, Blanchard Grove. A Blanchard. Imagine if you tied two pencils to a bit of wood, and then you used one drawing as a stencil and the other pencil copied it as you've done it. But that's what a Blanchard does. But it does it for rifle stocks. They put a blank rifle stock in this side and it carves it with a chisel on that side. But the reason I bring this up is all of the roads in Enfield Island Village are named after something to do with the Royal Small Arms. Like, we just went through James Lee Square, Blanchard Grove. We crossed Thornycroft Road. Thornycroft was the first bullpup rifle. Bullpup meaning instead of having a barrel out here and the trigger mechanism behind it, they now put the trigger mechanism underneath the barrel, so the barrel sits behind it a little bit more. You don't swing so much, and you feed the magazine from behind the trigger instead of in front of the trigger. Yeah, so every road down there, I ain't gonna go down them all yet because I'm jogging to work, but we'll go past a few of them sometimes. right now, we're jogging through Gunpowder Park. Gunpowder Park goes between the Royal Small Arms and the Royal Gunpowder Mill, so that they can move ordnance around. So they also use this as a test facility for ammunition and things like that. So when they built the estate, there was a TV show. I'll put the name of it in text, but I think it was Panorama. And they said that you're not allowed to dig more than 3 foot in the ground because of there might be suspicious chemicals and ordnance, etc. So this place was quiet for a long time until they opened it up about 2002, I think they said it was. Not sure. The Royal Small Arms factory closed down in, oh no, I ain't gonna say. I think it was 81 or 89. And then they started building the houses about 92, I believe. So, yeah, we're almost at my work. My work used to be a chapel, and there's a railway line that runs from my work. You can't see it, it's kind of like a bit buried now, but it runs from under my workplace to the Royal Small Arms. So I want to find out about that railway line, but I can assume this chapel was for the Royal Small Arms factory. Look at that. See, there's worse ways to waking up. In the summer, all the horses are out here. Gotta feed a horse on the way on. I don't know if it's long enough, but I've always fancied one day paramotoring into work. Just landing there, going to work. Don't know if you know what paramotoring is. But yeah, jogging with this camera has made it a lot fucking easier.
7 minutes 54 seconds.
Mind you, being cold makes it a lot easier as well. Because you can breathe easier. How you doing?
4.34
There's a lot more oxygen in the air.
Rate 155.
People, if you're jogging next to the road, you're breathing in so much carbon monoxide, it's unreal. Try and, if you're going to plan a jog, just cross main roads maybe. Don't jog main roads, yeah? Try and find alternative routes, just for a little bit better quality air. Right, we're almost there. Now I can assume the end of the Royal Gunpowder Park is the end of the Royal Gunpowder factory where it used to, because I think these buildings on the left, they build boats or something here now, but as you can tell, they're still very military looking. Like these 3 huts here, very, very military, isn't it? Yeah. A little bit late today. Woke up late. My mate Steve rang me, got me going. So yeah. Scotty. Well, people, for the first time, I managed to complete the jog with the whole camera without it dying a battery, without the rain getting in the way, without it being too dark. And here we are. So one day, that road's gonna kill me. Here we are. Hello there. There's not. How you doing?